Actions. Actions provide automatic triggering process. Actions provide automatic triggering process. And take this table with, these are very important because it's a business example which 99% it follows in the same way. That means whenever a repair comes, how the diagnosis has to happen. Whenever you want to print it, when the condition is free of order, that means, and write one more point, actions are dependent on conditions. Actions are dependent on conditions. Take this table, business example. Set quotation complete, validity period whenever it is expired. Create the follow-up activity 2 weeks before the contract. Generate a diagnosis if the repair is not completed in the service. Print the order confirmation if the order is free of errors. So take this table.
That means to say that when the validity period of a quotation is expired, you have to set the action as a set quotation to complete it, isn't it? Am I right? My understanding?
System has to set. System has to automatically do that. You should not. You will set, it's like a timer.
But still I am not understood when the validity period of a quotation is expired, why it has to set to complete it? Because again you have to send a quotation, or that quotation validity cannot be extended, isn't it?
No, see, it's not extended. The status has to go. There is something called status of that. If it is not set to
Yes.
completed, still somebody will still process it, right? They'll follow up unnecessarily.
Oh, okay. Now I understood. Okay.
15 days tenure is generally given to a quotation. So within that 15th day, when the calendar turns the 15th day from the date of creation, it closes.
Can the completed quotation be reopened again after it is completed?
You can manually do that if you want to reopen it. It's not a locked process. When there are hundreds of quotations, the actions will help you in that. So these actions will follow a very specific logic. We will just have this in detail for today's session. So generally action processing is action profile is associated to transaction type. It is like this. Let me log in. Transactions. Suppose if I open a lead, okay, let me go to the basic settings. So you can see this action profile. So this is what, whenever you go to profile, there is something called action profile. Take this one. So under the action profile, there will be actions. We'll discuss that. But first you take this. This is a very important chart. You have to draw this and uh, put it in front of your work desk, because that is that important actually. Item category or transaction type will go to action profile. Profile goes to actions, and actions will have two conditions. One is schedule, one is start. But schedule will first, that means it will like a train coming into the platform. First of all the conditions will come to the user's view, and once the schedule actions are there, what happens? There will be a start condition. That means if the time has arrived, date has arrived in case of quotation, so it immediately processes. Or when saving, it has to print. That means the second processing time. It has to generate a report, diagnosis report, then the third option will work. So the examples like which we have quoted earlier, so like that process times are there. So when you're printing, smart form is used. When automatically somebody else has to be automatically mentioned by the system or called by the system, it is workflow. If you want a business process to run automatically, then it will follow process type method. So like that, it has a lot of features. It's a small automation engine which SAP works in this way. So you can see this. Action profiles can have additional settings, and they are freely definable, and conditions can be time dependent. That means it follows the system's date and time. So most of the actions are driven by the time driven activities. That's where the start condition will always have this time. So take this chart.
Did I lose something? I lost the internet connect.
Nothing. Yeah, I just wanted this. I've just explained this chart. You just take this one. And all these things are done in SPRO. Nothing is in SAP GUI or Web UI. All these activities. Take this. Controlling action processing. Controlling action processing. It can be done by following settings and parameters. Write this. Action changeable or executable in dialog. Dialog means the front end. Processing time, at what time it is, which partners have to do it, and action merging, two different actions coming together, and processing types. So you want a method, you want a workflow. So these methods are generally immediate. So that's how it is. And take these 2 points. Directly to a transaction type we can assign, and you can also define action profile determination. Done? Yeah. So also excuse me, take this definition between schedule and start. That means example, you can see this a contract. That means all the contracts which are greater than 1 million have to come into, that means they have to be scheduled. That means system will only show the actions to those contracts which are of this value. Less than that, the actions will not be visible. You can see this visibility of the actions is only possible in those contracts which have greater than 1 million. So what is start condition? The action is executed only if the start condition is met. What is the contract cancellation means? If the date is 15 days over, then automatically contract is, or the expiry of the contract date, end date comes, then the contract cancellation automatically happens. So this is one example, this is one example. Take both the definitions. Any question on this? Understood.
So what can be the example for schedule condition?
Schedule condition. See, all the contracts, suppose every contract will have a value, right? It will have a value $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. Suppose I want actions to be visible for only those transactions. See, actions will not be visible everywhere. So there is a condition where we are seeing that net value is greater than 1 million. So that means in this example is saying that actions will not work on those, this particular action what he is giving an example will not work on those contracts which are less than 1 million. That means actions will not work for them. So action is not compulsory for every transaction. It is conditional. Actions are always conditional. So not only this 1 million contract value. So all the quotations which have pending items for more than 5 days have to be, actions have to take place. So actions will only come into schedule condition. We will say that from the date of creation plus 5 days. That plus 5 number will work because plus 5 is anytime calculation only, right? 5 days.
Okay.
5 into 24 hours. So calendar, it will follow the calendar. It will not follow anything else. Right? Right. This condition definitions are dependent on two modes. One is mouse oriented or PC mode. One is text entry mode. So tomorrow we'll see some examples how to get into the customization. Read this action topic very well. Repeat it for 10 times because it's not a one-time kind of a topic like where you'll understand it at a click because it is all determination. So read it well, follow the examples which is given in this material also. Tomorrow we'll catch up at 6:30. Okay? Right then. Yeah. No, activity.
I hope did you find the time to just share those?
Yes. I did upload
Please
it.
go ahead.
3 more are there. 3 more because it's taking more than 2.5 hours. So today I'm
I know,
finishing
and yeah,
another.
they are bigger files.
Yeah, another three. I'm finishing it now, and you'll be getting it by afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Right.